Hey everyone, Wanderer here. Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. So in this episode, we're going to be going around the monastery and trying to find out who this Pius is and trying to get him out of here without actually killing him so we can get more information out of him. So we learned from one of the other brothers here that the brother librarian, or I think the abbot himself, would maybe have documents on some of these guys. So we're going to ask around and find out more about that and I guess just see where this takes us. What about this guy? What does he know?
I'm Gregor, a novice.
I know. I saw you at the ceremony. My name is Nebulus, and I'm the provost here. I'm in charge of the monastery's property, as well as handling trade with the outside world.
That means you get to leave the monastery?
No, not at all. I just write lists and send them out.
Is there anything I could help with?
You know, there is. Perhaps you've heard that Abbot Peter is gravely ill. I'm interested in medicine, and I know there's a cure for the abbot's ailment. With your help, I could find out the details, and together you and I could give old Peter a few more years to do good. What do you say?
You can count on my help. What do you need me to do?
In order to get the recipe for this medicament, a few rules will need to be broken. Now you know, most of the brothers believe every illness is a message from God, and that it's not our place to deny his will. I, however, think if God sent us not just illnesses, but also the medicine to cure them, then it's our duty to relieve people of their suffering. The cure for Abbot Peter's illness could be contained in one of the books in our library, but it will certainly be amongst the Libri Prohibiti, the forbidden books, those we aren't permitted to read.
Why are they forbidden?
Because they contain occult and demonic practices, witchcraft and all manner of evil. Or so some people claim. It's nonsense, of course. This is nothing but a book of medicine, albeit one written by a pagan. Ibn Sina, also known as Avicenna, is universally acknowledged to be a wise man. But here, at some point, someone decided his book is the work of a Saracen devil and must be kept under lock and key. Since then, no one can even talk about the book. But the three wise men were from the East, were they not?
True enough, so where can I find it?
Where can I find it?
In the library, there's a large cabinet with a lock on it. The forbidden books are inside. You'll easily recognize what you're looking for. The cover has not only a Latin inscription, but also Saracen letters. Bring it to me, but leave the other books there. No one will notice if one book disappears, but if more were to vanish, someone would certainly begin to look into it, which is exactly what we don't want.
Is there anything you can tell me that would help?
There's a key to the cabinet in the prior's chambers. The librarian should have another one, or you can acquire some lockpicks. But I can't tell you where or how. Perhaps Brother Salarius could help.
Okay, Brother Hilarious, that's who we need to get lockpicks from. Got it.
I'm ready.
One more important thing. There's always someone in the library during the day. To pass unwatched, you'll need to go at night. It's locked, but I'm sure you'll manage to get in. They say Brother Salarius understands locks, but don't tell him why you need it. Once you have the book, bring it to me, and I'll then use it to make Peter's medicine. We'll soon have the election of the abbot over and done with.
I'm interested in the election of the new abbot.
You're not alone. Everyone's so worked up about that they spent no time considering how they could make the monastery a better place now.
Why? What's wrong with it now?
Many brothers think more about their stomachs than prayer. The older brethren bend the rules of the order to make them fit their interests. So, to balance the scales, they want the novices to lead exemplary lives. Sin abounds here, just as in the outside world.
What sins are you talking about?
The scripture says, "Let he who is without sin cast the first stone." I'm sorry, Gregor, it's not my place to speak about the sins of others.
I'd be interested to know more about Brother John.
I don't like to speak ill of people, but Circuitor John is the worst person the monks could pick to represent them. He's nothing but an old schemer and pedant who preaches water but drinks wine. He's won the older brethren over because they know he won't call an end to their debauchery.
Why do you want to become abbot?
Because when I see the way things are headed around here, I have no other option. Itinerant preachers speak of the corrupted black heart of the church, and I can't deny there's truth in what they say. I'd like to change things and bring back meaning and esteem to the monastery.
Tell me something about how the new abbot will be elected.
A new abbot has to be elected once the old one dies. All the brethren can vote, with the exception of novices. The abbot's crozier will be conferred on whoever is chosen, and he'll take the vow. When he becomes abbot, a monk spends most of his time dealing with politics outside the monastery, instead of actually leading the monastery. But he still maintains a fundamental influence on life here.
That's all. Thank you.
Peace be with you, brother.
Okay, so Brothers Hilarious is who we need to talk to. Brothers Hilarious? No, Brother Librarian. The Librarian keeps that on him too. All right, let's go and look for Brothers Hilarious out here and see if we can find him. Wherever he might be. Very hard lock, can't go that way. I'm gonna look around a bit. I'll talk to guys when I find someone else to talk to here. Oh, there's a whole bunch here. Let's see, Brother Nevelas. There's Circuiter Stribor. Let's talk to him. Why not?
I'm Gregor and I'm new here.
I know. I saw you in the church during ceremony. I have the feeling we'll be meeting again soon, and often. You see, I'm the circator.
What does that mean?
I make sure everyone observes the rule, does their work, and that everything's the way it should be.
When it's not the way it should be?
Then we're authorized to mete out punishment. But certainly you won't require correction, will you, brother?
Oh, of course not. Can talk about Brother Nevlas's transgressions.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery. Are there ever any disagreements between the brothers?
Unfortunately, yes. The biggest quarrels right now are about the election of the new abbot. They can already see poor Peter in his grave.
Tell me something about electing the abbot.
The old abbot is practically on his deathbed. There are two candidates. Half the monastery wants John, the other half Nevelas, and there's no chance they'll come to an agreement. But you've probably already noticed the atmosphere around here.
Tell me about John.
John is the circator and the oldest brother here. It would be only natural if he took the crozier from Peter. He has experience, merit, and composure. He'd lead the monastery wisely.
I'd like to know about Nevlas.
Nevelas manages the monastery's property. He doesn't have the most experience, but his drive and heart are pure, his faith firm, and his ideas rational. Although perhaps he's too keen to change our routines here, which many brothers don't like.
I thought politics weren't part of the monastic way of life.
You're right, but we know nothing besides the monastery, and the abbot's decisions can influence our entire life. Some of the brothers take it very personally.
Why does it matter so much who wins?
Because the future direction of the monastery hangs in the balance, the younger brothers feel they have to work more than their superior brothers, and that some brothers are more concerned with their own comfort than with worshipping God. The older brothers take a different view. They say the younger monks want privileges they haven't earned, and each side has its own candidate.
What can you tell me about the novices here?
What can I say? You're here to demonstrate your devotion to God and to live a monastic life. After a year, you can make your vows and become a fully fledged brother.
I meant something specific about the brothers that are here.
But you know them yourself. Yorick is an odd one, but he's diligent and eager. Perhaps too eager. Siskin is good company, but a bit too worldly for a monk. Antonius is hardworking and will help with anything, but prays less than he ought. Lucas is as quiet as a mouse, and no one knows much about him. And then we have you, about who I know nothing.
Who would you like to be the new abbot?
What kind of question is that? John, of course. Levis isn't the kind of candidate you can take seriously.
Okay, it's enough of that, I guess. Not gonna write on Brother Nevlis right now. Maybe later. There's a random monk. There's Brother Novice Siskin. Let's talk to him.
My name's Gregor, a novice.
You can call me Siskin. Now, are you here of your own free will, or is this a punishment? Although, it's not important. Welcome to Purgatory.
Did you say purgatory?
You'll see soon enough. Soon enough.
Will you tell me something about yourself?
Look, nothing against you, but I prefer not to talk about my past.
Oh, come on, man.
Are you hiding something? Why are you so reluctant to tell me anything about yourself?
I'm hiding a lousy past that I'd rather forget. I hate to think of all I lost when they stuck me in here. And also because I really hate the question, aren't you the son of the famed Sir Smil Flashka of Pardubitz? I was rich and I had everything. But then my father began to feel his time approaching, so he decided to send a son to the monastery. And, being the youngest, the lot fell on me. I've no head for managing the estate, and they said I'd squander it. Can you imagine? Me in a monastery. So I took what coin I could from home with me, so I didn't lose out completely.
Really? So he has some coin.
But you didn't have to come here if you didn't want to.
No, not if I didn't mind being left to beg alms by the city gate. I had one choice, the monastery or nothing. If it had come to that after my father's death, so be it. But to get rid of me while he's still alive...
What's your plan with this treasure?
To get out of here as soon as I can. I'll wait another year or two until my hot-headed brothers cool off a bit, and then I'll take the silver and run off somewhere, far, far away from here.
They must have realized you robbed them.
I donated some of the silver to the monastery when I came in, just to piss them off. I can just see my my siblings, arguing with the abbot to give it back.
And you stashed away the remainder?
Indeed so.
So we can look for the treasure here, maybe.
That's all I wanted to know.
Please, keep it to yourself. Especially the part about the coin.
I'm still curious about this treasure trove of yours.
It's no big terrible secret. Really, it isn't. I just go and read during services. There's no time otherwise. I mean, at other times I don't get to read what I like. And I keep it under the slab so the others don't find it.
Okay, yeah, sure, why not? I could tell the abbot, though.
I'll tell the abbot. I'm sure he'll be keen to hear what the monks get up to instead of prayer.
What? A man pours his heart out to you when you play Judas. How about this for an offer? Say a word about this to anyone and I'll wring your neck. Touch anything I've buried here and you'll get the same. Are we clear?
Okay, it probably was not the best thing to say, I guess. Oh well. Gotta live with it, man. Just a regular monk. So where is Brother Solarius, or whatever his name is? Solarius? There's Antonius. No. I'm gonna look around a bit more, guys. I'll talk to you when I find the guy I'm looking for here.
Someone really
Here's John. He's gonna be abbot, maybe.
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
About you and the election, will you tell me more about it?
Ask me anything you want.
I'd like to know what's going on here.
Well, the young brothers feel they don't have the same rights and responsibilities as we, who have spent much of our lives here. And what of it? Privilege needs to be earned. Levelus is lying when he says he wants to right wrongs. All he cares about are benefits for himself and his cronies.
Tell me something about Nevlas.
Nevlas is weak and toothless. He's full of hot hair. How anyone could think he'd make a good abbot is beyond me. Enough. I don't even want to hear his name again.
I'd like to help you if I can.
There is something you could do. I'm convinced Nevlas must have done something that would greatly damage him if everyone found out. If he was preaching water and drinking wine, for example.
So I should dig something up on him and tell you about it?
Exactly. But I doubt you'll have any luck. Nevlas is too cunning and careful to give anything away.
Once I find something out, I'll tell you. Thank you for answering.
So I could screw over Brother Nevlas and then maybe get on this guy's good side. He'll be the new abbot.
I'd like to ask you something about the monastery.
Nothing new I can ask here. Okay. I'll think about that, man. I'd rather just steal stuff and not get too involved here. Nevlas seems like an okay guy. Honestly. There's Yodak again. Neglecting my daily schedule. Oh, there's like a crypt down here. Maybe we'll find... I still have not... Oh, there's a page from a torn book. That must be the... Yep, that's what it is. The Lover's Manual or whatever. It's like a storage area down... Oh, I can wash myself. Okay.
You've seen us drinking here, so either join in or swear you won't tell a soul. You wouldn't want to end up like Lucas now, would you?
Hell yeah, let's join in.
All right. I wouldn't mind some wine.
That's more like it. Sit down and have a drink, my lad. Quite right, brother. Just sit down and drink with us. When the wine runs out, Yodak will fetch more.
Nice. Drinking with the circuitors. Okay, find out about Yodak's role in nocturnal drinking habits. Okay.
Talk to me, brother.
What are you doing here?
What does it look like? Drinking.
But we're all monks.
Youngster, when you're as old as I, you'll understand.
But you're the cicators. You're the ones meant to be keeping order here. How can gambling and drinking be a fitting part of a monk's life?
If you really want to know, see for yourself.
All right. Have it your way.
I'll say one thing, brother. This wine would grace the Pope's table.
I'm not so sure. It's a bit sour. God knows what's in it.
Don't be absurd. It's a first-class cask, direct from Znojmo.
No, I know the taste of a good vintage, and this isn't it. I bet you that wretch Yorak got the casks mixed up.
Nonsense, it's perfectly drinkable.
No, it isn't. It's sour. No matter. We'll get more soon, so good health.
Good health.
We'll have to take that Yodak to task about where he got this wine and tell him next time he'd better get proper Znojmo.
So Yodak is apparently supplying these guys.
What is it, brother?
Oh, so we can drink or play. All right. Sure, let's do some dice.
Let's play.
Just the man we've been waiting for, my friend. So, let's play.
Nice, very nice. Oh yeah, okay. Yep, let's score and pass on that. You're about to get thrashed there, Brother John.
Be well.
Circuiter John, whatever. Yeah, I think I just won, dude. Not quite. Close, though. Okay, that's pretty good, but don't get cocky here, buddy. You might... Okay. Might end up with a bust there. So a whole bunch of 5s again. A whole bunch of 4s. And a 5. We're so close. Alright, score and pass. Unless he gets super lucky, we should win next round. Oh my, you gotta be kidding me, dude. Whatever. Why do I have inventory here? And can I, like, pick this up and drink? I don't know. So, we're getting in good with these guys, which is, I suppose, good. You know, because they are the circuitors, so they'll probably turn a blind eye to anything we do here.
What is it, brother?
You know what? We're gonna throw Nevlis under the bus here and get in good with this guy, and then hopefully that'll help us out.
I need to tell you about Brother Nevlis's transgressions.
Well. The Honourable Brother Nevlis has broken the rules. Let's just hear what you have to say. What has he done?
He wanted me to steal a forbidden book.
Ha ha! I knew it! A would-be abbot enticing a novice to commit such a heinous deed. He'll finally get what's coming to him. Did he tell you what he needs it for?
He said he wanted to find a cure for the abbot in it.
Just keep that to yourself. The important part is that he wanted you to sin, and what a sin it is. Thank you. Your honesty and piety does you credit. What's there left to drink to?
To our fresh young novices, our swift steeds, and our boundless cellars.
You and your novices, you old pervert. A toast to our future abbot.
I'll drink to that. So, to John, the future abbot, and a pox on Nevlis.
That killjoy? He'd love to have us all under his thumb. Fat chance.
Don't worry. Those youngsters will wise up once they hear all about him.
Will they believe it?
Even if just 2 or 3 of them do, it'll help us. So, to Abbot John.
To Abbot John.
Alright, well, whatever. To be honest, these guys sound like they'd be a bit more fun. Even if they are corrupt, they'd be a bit more fun than Nevlis would, so maybe it's actually for the best. Alright, so am I supposed to go to bed now, or what? Like, it's nighttime. I still have not found... There's Novice Yodak. Let's talk to him.
Leave me be. I want to sleep.
Okay. Where the heck is this guy at? I don't know. I'm looking for Brother Solarius. I have not seen him yet. Alright, well, let's sleep. I can't see a damn thing right now, so let's go ahead and sleep. And we'll figure it out in the morning. Uh-oh. We are neglecting our daily prayer. Go to church for prayer and mass. Okay. Hurry the hell up. Not good, man. Not good. We're late. Where do we go to go down? Did not want to get caught. Oh, we can use the shitter here. Just goes right outside, doesn't it? Where the hell are the stairs down, man? Oh, there they are. Who's this? Oh, Novice Siskin. Okay.
I'll have to get something to eat. I'm starting to get hungry.
Why such haste?
Well, I'm late, man. Here, I'll get in line. There we go. should all be here, right? There's the prior. Lucas, Antonius, Stribber, John.
Not now, brother. After Mass.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Can I just wait for an hour? Okay, now we gotta eat. Okay, there we go. But we still can't talk. You gotta wait until after the meal. Maybe I can talk to him now, though.
By his deeds even more than by his words, expounding the Lord's commandments in words to the intelligent among his
Watch your
disciples,
step, brother.
but demonstrating the divine precepts by his actions for those of harder hearts and ruder minds. The abbot should always remember what he is and what he is called, and should know that to whom more is committed,
Can I not
from him
sit?
more is required. Let him make no distinction of persons in the monastery.
Oh, here we go.
Let him not love one more than another, unless it be one whom he finds better in good works or in obedience. And let him not shut his eyes to
Immersive
faults
eating,
of
oh man.
others, but since he has the authority, let him cut out those faults by the roots as soon as they begin.
Oh, there's
to
Brother's
appear.
Hilarious. Okay.
Very beginning
Um,
of ill-doing by stripes and
Do I have to
other
wait
bodily
through the entire meal here?
knowing that it is written, the fool is not corrected with words. For speaking and teaching belong to the master.
I'll try waiting for an hour here and see what's what. I need to talk to Brother's Hilarious, but if I talk during the meal, I'm gonna get in trouble. Oh, there we go. Okay, go work in the frattery. All right, so can I talk to him now?
What do you desire, Brother Gregor?
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I need some lockpicks, man.
I'm looking for something a little unorthodox.
And what would that be exactly?
I'm looking for lockpicks.
Lock picks? And what would you like those for?
Yeah, what's it to you, man?
What's it to you? Do you have some or not?
Peace, brother. There's no need to get all worked up. So you heard I used to be a burglar, did you? I put it all behind me as soon as I took the vows. But I do have a few lockpicks left. I'll trade them for food. Get me a bite to eat, and you can have your lockpicks. Can't say fairer than that, can I?
Okay. Got plenty of them. All right, so we have to get up here. What? I was poisoned. Really? What the hell?
You've got a strong constitution. Anyone else would have certainly died.
What happened?
Let me tell you a little story. Once upon a time, there was a young boy. He was lost and miserable. He had no future. He was tempted by his friends into doing some foolish things, but he wasn't truly bad, because when it came down to it, he ran away rather than keep doing foolish deeds. His former friends didn't take kindly to that, though, and wanted to punish him. So they sent a hunting dog to find him and rip his throat. The boy wasn't stupid, though, and he knew that the hound was coming. He poisoned some food, and when the hound showed up, he gave it to him. He didn't expect the beast to live, but it did. And all of a sudden the boy was sorry for what he tried to do. So he offered to make a bargain with the hound.
Wait, so it was you. So this guy. So this guy, Antonius. I think this is Antonius, right? Is probably the guy from Neuhoff.
It was you that poisoned me.
Don't take it personally. Kill or be killed. You know, we're both pawns in someone else's game. They have plans for us, but we don't have to let them use us. We can just forget all about it and go our own way. I was a bandit, and I was at Neuhoff. I've robbed and stolen, but I swear to God I've never in my life slain innocent people. What I saw at Neuhoff made me realize my life was worth shit, but I still had a chance to change for the better. Here in the monastery I've had plenty of time to think things over, but then you showed up and fucked it all up.
So the evildoer changes his ways and finds God. And what exactly are you proposing?
Both of us can leave this place. You can go back to your people, and I can go somewhere where I can live out my life in peace, and no one will try to kill me. If we work together, we can both get what we want.
You're right. But the people who sent me will find out if I don't kill you.
They won't if we're clever about it. No one has to die. Before we make a run for it, we'll make it look like someone's killed me. Loads of blood, a tattered scrap of my habit, and footprints leading towards the river. No one will bother looking for my body there. There we'll split up. You go for your bounty, and I'll get as far away from here as I can.
Good. Let's do it your way.
Good. I'm glad that despite our initial discord, we could reach an agreement. Here, take something to calm your stomach. Now we'll need the keys to the monastery and some blood to make the tracks.
What do I need the keys to the monastery for?
How else will we get out? This place is practically a prison.
Getting the keys won't be easy.
I know, but Brother Salarius is a reformed thief. I'll bet he still has a few lockpicks lying about. If you know how to use them, they'll be worth finding. Or there's the hard way. Steal the keys from the prior. He carries them with him at all times.
They both sound hard to me. But needs must. And where am I supposed to get my hands on blood in a monastery?
You'll find a parchment in the kitchen with a list of ingredients on it. All the things they're ordering. Add blood for making soup to the list. And when it's delivered the next day, take it before anyone notices it's even come.
What are you going to do?
I need to get ready for a long journey. Prepare supplies, get some normal clothing somehow. That sort of thing. You can escape in that habit, but I need to vanish as fast as I can.
All right, that's everything I need to know. I can get started.
Excellent. Come and see me once you have everything. And try to be as fast as you can. And Gregor, thank you.
That would sound more sincere if you hadn't just tried to kill me.
That's why I'm thanking you. For being so reasonable despite what I did. For what it's worth, I'm glad the poison didn't kill you. And we can both come through this alive if we work together.
Alright, so yeah, it was Antonius after all. I had a suspicion, man. I had a suspicion it was him. Alright, let me take the marigold decoction here. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up here for this episode, guys. So we have to go and get lockpicks and the blood, and then we'll be good to go. We'll be good to help this guy escape and get out ourselves, and then we can go back and join the guys. So thanks so much for watching, everyone. I will see you next time.
I walje ven, ukaż to si jako